Welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you a brief how to play and a full playthrough of the game Viticulture by Stonemaier Games. Don't let all the components in the board fool you. It's actually a very easy game to learn, and it's fairly quick to set up, actually, considering all the components. It's once you've played it one round, you've got it, because it's basically the same every round, but you're able to choose one of several actions to do, and the goal of the game, the first in a two or more player, the goal is to get to 20 points. When a player gets to 20 points, you finish that round, and then the game is done. You do this by planting vines, making wine, selling your wine through wine orders. You collect points through some of your actions. Some of your buildings you can build allow you to get points for when you do certain actions. The summer and winter visitors cards, a lot of those will get you points, or extra actions in a different season than you would normally be able to do that. So there's a lot of ways to get the points. They are negative point cards. We didn't come across any of those, but I read in the rules, they are points that can give you negative points. So this is where you track your points with these two tokens. Put it on the start, and you're trying to get to 20 first. These tokens here are the rooster tokens in your color. Although we pick a first player with the green grapes, all that means is that player gets to choose how early he wants his workers to wake up. So you can see these corresponding numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 1 obviously is just where you place your roosters. You're going to be choosing 2 through 7, and based on what you choose, determines who goes first in that year and what bonus you get for what you choose. So he gets to choose first. So if he chooses the 2, he gets to draw 1 vine card. The vine cards are what you use to plant your grapes, and eventually you will be harvesting those. If he picks a 3rd, he will get to choose a wine order card. The wine order cards allow you, once you get on your board, when you get your wine glass tokens, which are these, all the way over to your cellar. You can see in the upper left corner, it's a pink 4. Is that the blush one, or is that the red? I think that's the blush, isn't it? That's the blush, I believe. Or is it? It's hard to tell. Here, let me look.
Yeah, that's the blush.
Oh yeah, the red is a darker red. So the 4 is the blush. The red 5 is the red wine. So your wine order cards are specifying certain type of wine for a certain amount. So you want to try to get your wine glass token, and I'll explain all this a little bit more in a few minutes, over to that particular matching number and color in your cellar. If you can do that, which is very easy, it's not as hard as it sounds, you will not only you get the points on the left, so you would get 2 points, and you get 1 lira. The money is called lira in this game, in residual income, and you would just move your color token over to if you haven't received any residual, it'll start at 1. Each time you receive residual, you'll just go up the next number, and that's the amount of lira you get at the end of each year. So all the wine order cards are slightly different as far as which type of wine and what number, but basically from what we could see, they all were worth 1 lira in residual, and I think 2 points. Your vine cards, as you can see, if there's a building in the upper left, you have to build that building to be able to build plant that vine. Let me see if I can find one with it. And they are vine cards without the building in the left corner. The buildings you're going to need are the trellis. Let me find the buildings. There's the Oops. trellis.
And irrigation.
Irrigation. And
I think that's it.
That is it. But you do want to build your windmill early on, because for each vine that you plant, if you already have the windmill in place, you get 1 point. So that is an important one that you definitely want to build early on. So you're going to be planting your vines over here. You have your fields. They have the numbers. When you do set up, there's a 5, a 6, and a 7. You plant them. You place them right here on top of your player board. The reason for those numbers, as you can see, there's numbers on the bottom of the vine card. That represents the type of grape, red or white, and the number of grapes. So it's a 1. So the 5, 6, and 7 are basically mean you can't have more than 5 total. So I call that grapes of any red or white. Just so the number on those cards cannot add up to more than 5. And then once you put a vine on your field, you're going to want, so this one is a 3. I can put that 3 there, and I can put 2 or less remaining on that field is able to go there. You would put one of the wine glass tokens on there because that tells you that is able to be harvested. Once you harvest them, they don't go away. You're just moving the wine glass. So this is a 3 in white. You would put it on the 3. If there was another card, let me find one that can be put there. So here's a 1, and it doesn't matter. They don't have to be the same color. Just it's the total. So since this now adds up to 4, I would put that when I harvest on the 4. If I happen to have, let me find a red one. So say instead of this 1, I had a red 2. So then you would put the red on the red 2 and the 3 on the white 3. So you've actually harvested 2 different types. Then when you go to the cellar, when you're moving it to the cellar, you could simply move the 3 over to the white 3, or the 2 over to the red 2, or if you want to make a blush, you can make a combination. It's really small, so I don't know if you can see it, but to make a blush, it's 1 red and 1 white. They don't have to be the same number, you just total them. So since this was a 3 and this was a 2, you would make a 5 blush. But you couldn't put that there unless you've built the medium cellar, which is this one, I believe.
No, that's irrigation.
No. Is it this one? Yeah. And then to go up through 7 through 9, you would have to build the large cellar. So once you have those built, you can make wines from 4 to 6. Once you have the large cellar, you could do wines 7 to 9. So you wouldn't be able to make that blush wine until you built the medium cellar. You would have to choose at that point the 3 and the 2 separately on the white and red, which is fine because there's also cards there's all different, the blush, the red, the white, and then there's also the sparkling wine. That requires 2 red and 1 white glass token, and they're only in the 7, 8s, and 9s. So they would have to add up 7, 8, or 9 and go on that space. If you happen to have, say you have something already on the red 3, a glass token, and you have another 3 that you're harvesting, you would just put it on the next one down. You're not stuck. It doesn't mean you can't harvest it. You just go the next one down. And you'll just want to keep a little supply here of these to put on your vines when you plant them. You can also sell your fields. That's one of the action here in the summer. We'll go over that in a minute. When you sell it, you just turn it over, and it gets you whatever the lira is in the upper left corner of that card, which in this case will be the 7. You would get 7 lira. You will need lira in this game, and it is kind of hard to come by early on. So we both sold our 7 field, which seemed to work out fine because it's kind of hard to get a bunch of vine cards. you won't be harvesting. Well, we weren't able to plant and harvest that often because you're limited to so many actions. You only have so many workers, and you can only do them in certain seasons. And then you're also battling in a 2-player game. There's only one space available for each action unless you play, and you only have one grande worker. So say he or I have already taken this space, and I'll explain these in just a minute. I can do it again if I use my grande, or he can do that if he does his grande. You can't have 2 standard workers in the same space, but the grande allows you to do the same action that's already been done. But you only have one of those. So if he takes several of the actions I wanted to do, I'm stuck choosing something else or passing and saving that worker for the next season. In a 2-player game, you only use the bright yellow ones to the very left. One space. There's one space for each action. And they're also explained right here of which spaces you use for the amount of players. For a 3 to 4 player game, you get to use the left 2, and there's also a bonus on the second ones. So this one you get to draw a plant card if you happen to choose that space first. Here you get a point. There you get to draw a summer visitor card. Here you get to, or actually you get to plant another one. Sorry, you get to plant one right away. This one you get to draw the vine, an additional vine, right? This one you get a lira, and that one you get a lira. Those are bonuses in a 3 to 4 player game. In the 5 to 6 player, all 3 spaces are available to use. But as you can see, if you have 5 to 6 players, there's always going to be people in your way taking the actions that you wanted to take if you go near the end. So that's where it's important to, when you're in the fall, when you're choosing your turn order, you're choosing based on the bonus you get, but you're also kind of determining how important it is for you to get the action you really want to get. Because if you go first, of course you're going to be able to choose the action you want. It's kind of a gamble if you wait and go get a better bonus, but go last. There's 4 seasons. There's fall, summer. During the spring, you're drawing spring, right? You're drawing it starts with spring, then it's summer, then it's fall. Fall, you're just drawing either a summer visitor or a winter visitor. If you have the cottage, which I have, the cottage, I started with that, and I'll tell you how here in just a moment. You get to draw 2 cards instead of 1, and that's very beneficial because these have abilities and extra actions and points, all kinds of good things on them that it allows you to do extra. You do have to use a worker action to play them, but they're definitely worth it. So you start out with spring. Why do I keep getting those mixed up? Where you are choosing your turn order. Then you go into summer. Whoever is first gets to choose an action. Here you get to play a summer visitor card. You get to draw a vine card. Here you can plant a vine card. Here you can sell 1 grape or buy or sell a field. So you can buy your field back, or you can sell it by putting your worker there. Here you can give a tour to the visitors to gain 2 lira. If you also have the tasting room, which Anthony's starting with, you get 1 point every time you use that action, which is very helpful. I bought that one early on last game, and it helped. I do feel that and the windmill really helped me to win the game because I had both of those early on. This one, you can build 1 structure, and that's where you choose to build. And they're also referenced right here on this reference card, how much they are and what they do. You can build the trellis for 2, and basically that allows you to grow vines that have the trellis photo on the vine card on the upper left.
But the tasting room, though, you have to have a wine in your cellar to gain the 1 point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was doing that wrong.
Yeah, I know.
So I messed up on that when we were learning the game. The irrigation goes here on your board, and basically that's another requirement on some of the vine cards to be able to plant them. The windmill, you want to get as early as possible. That one you gain 1 point when planting a vine. The tasting room, like he said, you get an extra point if you have at least 1 wine token in your cellar. So over here. The cottage, which I have, you basically get to gain 1 extra visitor card, either summer or winter during fall, so you draw them at the same time. The yoke, which looks like a little wagon, allows you to put your worker on this space in either summer or winter, and it allows you to either harvest or uproot. Uproot is where you're removing one of the vine cards from your fields, because say you want to make room for something different because you have a certain wine order card or a certain, or you can't play anymore because of the points. There's not enough room to play a different card because of the point max on the cards. So the yoke is very handy for that situation. The medium and large cellar I explained before, you need those to be able to progress on to the 4 through 6 and the 7 through 9 wine cellar wine glasses tokens. So those you can buy by putting your worker right here, and the cost of them is indicated on that card. They cost between 2 to 6 lira, which is a lot actually. I think I covered all the summer. Then, of course, it's fall. So fall is when you draw the summer, or here's the winter visitor, here's the summer visitor. And we'll show you what they look like. It has the name of them. Like this is the caravan, that's the planter. And on the bottom is the action that you get to do when you play that card. And then during winter, there's several actions you can choose from. You can play a winter visitor. You can draw a wine order card. You can pay to train a worker, also very helpful. You have to pay 4 lira to do so. But basically, when you do that, you pull one of your additional workers. You only start with 1 grande and 2 standard. You have 3 over here on the sidelines that you can earn by training them. So you'll put your worker there that you earned. At the end of the year, you're going to be collecting that. So that's also important to do early on. You can gain an extra worker by going last basically for each year. You can get the extra worker, but you also risk not getting the actions you need to do. Here you can fill a wine order by placing your worker there. And again, that's just if you have your glass token over here on the correct, what they're looking for. In this particular instance, they're looking for both, they want a sparkling wine that's worth 8, and they want a white wine that's worth 2. But you get a lot for this. You get 6 points and 2 lira at the end of every year. So although it's harder to complete that one,
almost impossible.
It's worth a lot, but that would be very hard to fill. Then you can also, here's where you move your wines to your cellar, make up to 2 wine tokens. So this is where you could choose 2 to put over here, or you could combine them and make it into sparkling or blush. And then this one is you can harvest. This is where you place your worker to harvest. And what that means is when you have your vine cards, you add up the total number on your wine cards or vine cards and put it on the corresponding red or white, or if you have both, on each one. But you can harvest one of your fields when you put your worker there. And then this tells you the sale prices from your crush pad, how much, when you sell grapes, how much they're worth. On the first row, they're worth 1 lira, second row 2 lira, and third row 3 lira. We never sold our grapes because they're kind of hard to come by, I feel, to get them down there. So I don't think that's a good use of your grapes, but again, maybe more advanced players know how to do that, because everything we saw about this game is the more you play it, the quicker it gets, because you just kind of know where to get those points, and they go a lot faster. And I explained all the actions, the board, so that you also start the game. We did the option where you deal 2 and choose 1. These are the mamas and the papas. You only need these at the beginning of the game. You don't need them any other time. They determine, all the mamas give you 2 standard meeples and specific cards that you get to start the game with. I started the game with a vine, a summer, and a winter visitor. Anthony started the game with a summer visitor, a wine order card, and a winter visitor. Then you have the papas. They always give you the grande meeple and a certain amount of lira, which I didn't grab. I start with 4 lira.
I don't start anything because I get to choose.
Oh, so that's going to be tough for him. But he did get the tasting room. He had to choose between lira or tasting room, and he chose the tasting room. See, I was able to get 4 lira, and I can either take the cottage or 2 lira. I chose the cottage because that's very beneficial to get those 2 cards at the end, during the fall. But you can only have a max number of 7 cards in your hand. So you can still draw the cards, but you just need to discard down to 7 that you don't need. And then you just remove these from the game when you've collected all of your starting goods. So I think I've covered everything.
You did.
If not, we can cover it when we're playing the game. So Anthony gets to choose first since he's first player. He's going to decide if he's going to go first. So his bonus is he gets to draw 1 vine card. Okay, so I believe I'm going to get the worker. I'm already going last. So the worker is very beneficial, especially early game. So Anthony gets to go first because he's on the 2 slot during the spring. So now he gets to choose 1 action that he would like to do in the summer.
I need money.
Okay, so he's given a tour, and he gets 2 lira for giving a tour. And if he happened to have wine in his cellar, he would also get a point for that.
Put this underneath.
Okay.
So, right there.
Oh yeah, you do want to have this handy. It tells you what your buildings do, because I'm not good at remembering that type of thing. Okay, so I'm going to use my additional worker that I gained. And I'm going to buy the windmill for... Oh, wait. I can't.
No, you can't.
So... Oh, that's not mine. So... I'm going to sell my field for 7. Actually, I'm going to sell my 6th one, because I noticed I got kind of stuck. I'm selling for 6 lira. They are 5 and 2 lira quantities over there, but I'm just going to grab the 6 lira, and that's my turn.
And I'll sell on mine too.
So he put his grande, so he would be able to do the same action.
So I'm at 5.
Okay, then now that I have enough lira and I have the windmill, which will get me 1 point each time I plant a vine, I am going to buy that windmill for 5. Okay. And so he's drawing a vine card. And I have 2 meeples left. He has 1. Do you have 1?
No.
Oh, he's out. So I have 2. So now I need to decide, do I want to save some for summer actions, or do I want to do more over here? I can't plant this one because I don't have the trellis yet. So my only options that I could do if I want to use my grand meeple I can draw another vine.
Collect coins.
Collect the coins. I mean, I could do any of them, but for what I really need,
you could build another.
Oh yeah, I do have enough coins.
You could build a cellar.
I think I'm going to build the trellis because that's what I need for my vine card, and that is only 2 lira. And you just put that over here. So now I will be free to plant that. Let me put my grande there. I could use my worker to plant that right now. And I might just do that because I don't have enough lira to train one. Let's see if I want to play this during summer. I'm gonna save my worker for winter. So since everyone's passed on summer, we move on to fall, and I get to choose 2. He gets to pick one of either the summer or winter workers, and I'm gonna pick winter. Okay, so now we're in winter. Anthony gets to go first. Oh, you don't have any workers.
Yeah, but oh yeah.
So he can't do anything. So I'm going to play my winter visitor card. This is a really good one. I had 2 that I could choose. One allowed me to pay 3 lira to place 1 red and 1 white token on my crush pad, or I could fill a wine order and gain an extra point. I was going to do that one.
A lot of the winter ones take that element to it.
But I drew this one when I drew during fall. So this one helps me more early game. So I turn the top card of each deck face up. I get to take 2 of them and discard the others. That is a really beneficial card, especially this early in the game. Because this would have cost me two actions, possibly, to get the wine order and the plant card. So I'm definitely going to keep the plant one.
Remember, she only has a hand limit of 7 by the end of this year.
Those are good ones. It's hard to choose. They're all good. Okay, so I now have 3 winter visitors, 2 vines, and a summer visitor. And we're both out of workers, so it's the end of the year. If we have wine in our crush pad or cellar, you age them 1. So you just move, if you had it in the 3, you'd move it to 4. 4, you'd move it to 5. Same with the cellar, you just keep moving it 1 up each year. If you don't have the medium cellar, you can't move from 3 to 4. But if you do, you can keep moving it. If you don't have the large cellar, you're stuck on the 6 until you get that. Okay, so we also take back all of our workers. I put the extra worker back in its location. Nothing happens with the residual because we didn't make any wine, but when that happens, we would also collect our residual money. Did we do everything?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Retrieve workers, age, grape, and wine, collect residual, discard down to 7, and you rotate. So to the first player token. Okay. So
pick first.
I'm going to pick the wrong one? I did. Darn it. I meant to pick that one. Okay. So let's draw another plant card.
Okay, you go first.
And all of mine require the trellis, so it's a good thing that I did that. So I get to go first. So I'm going to plant. Choose which one I would like to plant. I'm going to do this one since it's one of each. I'm going to put that there for now. Okay.
I'll build the windmill.
Okay. Right. Look at my cards here. I'm going to give a tour for 2 lira. Oh, and when I planted that, I go up a point because I have the windmill.
I'm playing a card, going down 3.
Ooh.
I was right here. Oh, yeah.
No,
So
you're right there.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So I get 9.
So he lost 3 points to get 9 lira. Okay. And I am I'm passing.
You're passing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am building the trellis. Yep.
2. Okay. Now we draw I'm going to draw summer. And how many cards do I have? I have 8 cards, so I need to discard one of my cards. Discard that one. I have exactly 7.
Right.
Okay, then now we're in this winter. I was going to play one of my cards. Okay, so actually I'm going to harvest. So I go down to 1 and 1.
All right, so that's everything.
Okay, so I age my wines. They go up to 2. Collect our workers.
First player.
And nobody gets residual at this moment.
Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to get the extra worker. So I go last.
Okay. I'll build irrigation.
Okay. So now he can build any vine or plant any vine card because he has both the trellis and the irrigation, and that's the only 2 things they require. More of them require trellises, I've noticed, than irrigation, but you do need both. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm going to discard 2 of my winter visitors to gain 4 points. That's a really good one. Definitely worth it. Okay, so I'm going to discard these two.
Wait, what is it?
Gain 4 points. And I needed to get rid of cards anyway, so I might.
That's not what you do.
Draw 2. Oh, I thought it was discard 2. Sorry. I read that totally wrong. Draw 2.
Yeah, you need to move that.
Oh, wait. It's 4, right? So it's right there. So I either can draw 2. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I totally misread that.
I would say.
Mm-hmm. How did I totally got lost. Did I put this? Oh, I put this to play that summer card, right? How was I able to even play that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was my summer visitor.
Man, it's really bad. I'll keep our turn. Horrible.
I get lost. Okay, so I don't want to play the summer visitor. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to plant instead. Sorry, 5 years later. And I'm going to plant here. Or I can't, actually. I need to put it here. Because I can do 7. Okay.
Okay. Finally my turn. Put it here. I'm going to plant. Your turn.
I'm going to buy the yolk. And that costs 2. So I need to put my large grande on there.
Okay.
And that allows me to use this space during any season to harvest or to uproot.
I'm done for summer.
Okay. Oh, I need to put my... When you harvest, because I didn't have more than... Do you harvest all of them? You do, don't you?
No, just you have to
You have
pick.
to choose one field?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's right here. Choose one field.
Oh, okay. Harvest one field. Is that true on the yolk? Oh, yeah. Harvest one field. Okay. So once per year.
Your turn still.
I know. Deciding. I'm going to gain 2 lira.
You done with summer?
Yes. So now we draw our cards. I'm going to have to discard. What are you drawing that for?
Oh, dang it, forgot.
I'm going to draw summer.
You're confusing me because you're taking.
I do get lost when there's a lot of actions. I get lost.
Oh wow. All right.
Okay, I have to discard one of mine. So now we're in summer. I go first. Oh no, you do go first. He's playing with his winter visitor. All players may pay 1 to train. Ooh, heck yeah. So I pay 1 to train a worker.
And they get a point for it.
That's well worth it. So I have an extra worker that I can collect. Okay, and I was going to do that anyway to gain a worker. So that allowed me to gain, I have enough to pay 4 needed for that.
Right.
So I gained 2 additional workers that turn. So now we age our wine. I'm stuck at 3 on, or actually no, let's go to 4. I didn't harvest anymore, so that was a good turn for workers. Did you buy a worker for 1?
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be very helpful.
All players gain one for each opponent. Oh, okay, just opponent, not myself. All right.
Okay, so that worker doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a point. Okay, so Anthony goes first.
Okay, so
Okay, so I'm going to play this card. I gain 5 lira. Each opponent may lose 1 point to gain 3 lira. If he wants. If he wants to gain that point, or gain 3 lira, he has to lose a point. Okay?
Okay, my turn. I'll build a cellar.
Okay, I'm also going to build the medium cellar. That one. So that costs 4.
Okay. I thought you played that. You forgot to put your...
No, I didn't. I did forget to put my thing there. Oh, I put it on the wrong spot. I didn't give a tour to gain.
She is so bad at her turn.
Did I? I didn't do that. I didn't give a tour to gain lira. Did I? No, I played the card where I got 5 lira. I put it on the wrong spot. Because you've went twice, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't do it. I played my card.
It's fun playing with her. Gotta keep her, keep track of. Okay, gain 2. Oh, actually, I can do that right here. Your turn.
The only thing I can do, I can go here if I want, which I think I will. And I'll harvest 1 field. And do I gain a lira as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you got the yoke.
Okay. Well, you can only go there if you have the yoke, right? So I gain a lira, right? And I get to harvest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to harvest the 1 and the 1.
Yeah. All right.
It's weird that it doesn't say it on the card.
All right. You done?
Yep.
Okay, so we're on the winter.
Okay. Oh, we need to, actually we're fall. We need to draw 2 cards. Or
Fall.
I draw 2.
Okay. I am going to harvest. Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to make up to 2 wine tokens. So I'm going to move my 3. Actually, I can add these together and make it 4, right? I can add those 2 together? Or no? Or is it just one and one? Okay. This, I'm going to move that over to my 3. Make sure.
Yeah, because that wouldn't work as the agent.
I think you only add them together when you're making
blush.
blush or sparkling.
Yeah. Yeah, that would say combine right at the beginning.
Yeah, you don't. If you move one red and one white, or you combine. Yeah, I could have combined them, but
Sure.
I didn't.
It's your turn.
Okay. Oh, you didn't.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay. I'm going to draw a wine order card, and I'll have to discard something. Oh, that's a hard one. We didn't shuffle those.
Okay. So we're done with the season. We get our meeples back.
I could discard that one. I'm not getting very many points.
No.
Oh, wait. I planted. I didn't get my point for planting.
Oh, I didn't get my point too. I'm planting that.
Yeah.
Or that one. So.
That's hard to remember.
Yeah. Okay.
And the other one you get a point on is the tasting room if you had something in your cellar.
Yeah, I don't have any in my cellar yet. Okay, my turn first is this right here.
Okay.
And the good thing is I get to keep my cards to the end of the season before I discard.
I'm going to gain a lira.
Okay.
Okay, so first I'm going to...
I'm first player.
Oh, you are?
Okay. Either give me 2 or I get 1 point.
You can gain a point. I'm not giving you any of my lira. Okay, so I'm going to... Ooh, I can do this and gain a lira. And I can harvest. White 4. Okay.
Build the yolk.
Okay, I'm going to use my grande to play my summer visitor. I can build a structure at a 2 lira discount. I'm going to build the tasting room, so it'll be 4. And if it's a 5 or a 6 structure, I also gain a point. So that was a good one. And I gained the tasting room.
Yeah, I think the yolk, you could put as many, it doesn't matter, does it?
Oh, yeah, you can.
So
I'll look it up, but yeah, they said you could put as many there.
So I'm going to harvest. So that was it. 4, I think. Oh, we never did age. Did you age your stuff?
Yeah, I've been aging them.
Oh, I didn't age mine. So I'm at 5. Okay, and so I get 1 point. Is that right for the yolk? Do you get a point?
No, you gain, it says a lira.
Oh, a lira, yeah.
Okay, now I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, I was going to do this. So I get a point now because I have the tasting room and I have wine in my cellar. And I gain 2 lira. Is that right? Is it? Yep.
Where did you do? Place it where? Oh.
I have the tasting room, so I got a point and 2 lira.
Mm. And I'll do the same thing. Actually, I gotta see what I have in cards. There's a good card I have. That's actually, I'm gonna do that. Grab 2. Gain a point.
No, you don't have any. Oh, you do have one in your
Yeah,
center.
remember I started right away. Yeah, I do.
Did you put it here first?
Yeah, it was here.
All right, make it sure.
It started with 4.
Right. And you harvested it first, right?
Yeah.
And then you moved it.
Yeah.
You put your action here.
Yeah.
To make a wine.
I did. I thought the yolk.
No.
You could harvest.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's not harvesting. Is putting them down here.
Oh.
That's making
yeah.
wine.
So.
You don't get the point.
Okay, so I harvest this one.
Yes, it would be one white, one right, and one red.
Yeah.
Okay. I just remember you were getting those mixed up last games.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm done with summer.
Oh, so I'm not gonna do the give a tour then. I'm gonna keep mine.
Okay, we'll put your 2 lira back. I already moved you back on points.
All right.
Okay, so now we draw our cards. That's a hard choice, actually.
I have a lot of cards. I'll have to get rid of.
That one. Okay,
I'm
you go
first. So let's see. No. Isn't that where you move these? Yeah.
Yep.
So 5.
You can do 2.
And actually, all right.
So when you fill your wine order, it has to be the same or higher value than what it's asking for on the card. It doesn't have to be exact number, but it has to be that or more. Okay, so I'm going to draw a wine order card.
Okay.
I still have a worker. You're supposed to get rid of cards.
Yeah, the end. This year end. Discard down to 7.
Oh, okay. I've been doing it right away. And I'm going to I already harvested on the yolk, so let's see. Okay, I'm going to play this. If I discard 2 visitor cards, I gain 2 points. So I have way too many cards. So I gain 2 points.
All right. Is that all your meeples?
Yep. So we age our wine, get our meeples back.
I think you're.
Okay.
Choose first.
So. I'm going to get the point.
Okay.
You go first.
So
Oh, put our wine things back here.
okay, so now gain 2, and I gain.
You didn't discard down to 7 last time, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I just grabbed a vine.
Gotcha.
So, and I get a point. Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to play my summer visitor. I can gain 4 lira or harvest 1 field. I believe I am going to gain 4 lira.
Okay, I am going to do the same thing. So I need money. So 2, I get another point.
I'm going to build the large cellar. I have exactly enough lira to do so. This one. So I can now store wine in any part of my cellar.
Get my plant.
Any more of these?
Yeah. All right. Your turn.
We're definitely doing better at harvesting and making wine this time than we did when we were practicing. Okay, I'm going to... I'm going to harvest.
Okay, I'm done for
Okay,
summer.
so now we draw 2 cards. I'm going to draw winter.
Oh, you have the cottage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Anthony goes first.
Okay, I'm going to play. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get 7.
So he gets... Where is that card? Oh, I was thinking... Gain 1 lira for each card in your hand or discard your hand. I think I would do the points, but... Okay, so... I'm going to make wine. So I could make a blush, but I don't need a blush. So I'm going to make white wine. I have to do the 4. And the 2. And the red.
You still have 1 maple.
Okay, and... I'm going to draw another wine order card. Dang, I'm getting the tough ones.
And so we're done with the season.
Okay, so we age all of our wines.
Except the ones that are in the cellar
You
beyond.
do those too.
Well, it can't go beyond the 6.
Oh, I can, because I have a large cellar.
Yep. So.
Okay, so I need to grab my
First player
meeples.
token.
One of these days we're going to fill a wine order. Mine are tough.
So I'm getting the vine.
Okay. I'm going to get the point.
Okay. Building a structure. Building the large wine cellar.
Let's see.
Your turn.
I know.
Wow, yours are tough.
Yeah, they are. They're really... They're really hard. I'm going to give a tour. So I have the tasting room, so I gain a point, and I get 2 lira.
Okay, I'm going to plant. So I'm maxed at 7 there.
Now I'm stuck on the planting. I haven't had one that would work.
All right, your turn.
I'm going to draw a vine card.
And I am going to okay, I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to plant. Okay, I'm done for this season. So now we draw our visitors. Yeah, I've been short selling myself by discarding them before the end of the year.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
See, I am going to harvest.
Okay, I'm going to play my card. I can harvest up to 3 fields. Oh, wait, no. I think I'll play this one. Pay 1 lira to gain 1 residual. Okay. And you're next.
I'm going to harvest. Actually, wouldn't that be 2?
It would be 2 and 2, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That should have been 7. Not 3. All right.
I'm going to harvest and get 1 lira.
All right.
I'll do this one.
We're done.
Okay, so we've aged our wines. Okay, take back off our meatballs. Discard down to 7. I now get 1 residual lira each year. I need to figure out what I am discarding. I'm going to discard that impossible wine order for me to fill.
You're first.
All right, so I'll plant our vine card. Can't you pick first to get no bonus? I think you can.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't think we said that. You can pick number 1, but you don't get a bonus. Okay, so I am going to give a tour, gain a point and 2 lira.
Okay. I am going to plant. Well, let me see something first. Take it worth it. Yeah, I'm on plant. All right.
Okay, I'm going to buy back my field for 6. Okay.
Okay, I'm done for now.
Okay, and I'm gonna plant. I'm done with this season.
All right.
And now we draw our visitors. And I get to go first. I am going to I'm going to do this one. I get to harvest. I'm going to play this card. Harvest up to 3 fields. So that would be a 1 white, 3 red, and 5 white.
A harvest. So that'd be.
Why wouldn't you do it here and gain a lira?
Oh yeah. 1 lira. So it goes to 2. And
Be 3. Oh yeah, so you have to go down a notch. And I finally get to make wine. I have the 6.
You mean fill?
Fill wine.
You have to,
I have the
you
6
have to put on the fill.
and the 7. Oh yeah, of the white wine that it's asking for. So I discard those tokens. I get 5 points. I mean, they were harder to do, but you could see, and I get 2 lira residual. So although they were tougher, it was actually worth it.
I'm gonna make up to 2 wines.
Okay.
So I'm doing I'm gonna do this one right here.
Sparkling.
Yeah,
It's
so
2 red and 1 white.
Yep. So
They have to add up to 7.
yeah, I have 8.
Okay.
2, 3, and 8.
Okay, so that would go on the 9.
Yep.
For sparkling. Okay. And that's we've used, you still have a meeple.
Yep. I'm gonna fill.
Okay. Wow, he gets 5 points and 2 lira because he had the 9 in sparkling wine. So he's up to 10 points and he gets 2 residual lira at the end of the year. Okay.
Okay, so we're doing end of year.
So end of year I get 3 lira.
I get 2.
We age all of our wines in both our cellar and our crush pad.
Meatballs. You didn't think it was going to be that easy, B&B, did you? Okay.
Okay.
So I get to pick first.
I'm going to take the point.
Okay, so let's see.
We put our little wine tokens back on our cards to indicate they're available to harvest.
Good. Plant.
Okay.
Let's see. 3 and 6.
I'm going to draw a vine card.
One point. 1 point. Yeah, 1 point. And
2 lira. I was going to do the same thing.
okay, I'm done for my turn.
Okay, and then let's see. Okay, I gain 1 point for each +4 structure that I've built. The windmill, tasting room, the cottage, the medium cellar, and the large cellar. So I get 5 points.
Wow.
Did I place my worker there?
Build a structure at 3 discount or gain 1 point for each +4 structure you have. Dang. That's a good one. Okay, so.
So he has till the end of the year to catch me.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay, this is how the last game was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we draw our cards.
You hear her bragging?
And he gets to go first.
Okay.
Okay, so. Nope. Okay, so I can choose to harvest 1 field, make up to 2. So I will make up to 2. 4. And and I get to fill 1. So I have the. Oh, I don't have it. Never mind. And I can harvest 3 and 1. And that was on my play card.
Okay. I am going to play this. Make up to 2. I can make a sparkling wine. I only have 1 really that I can make. So it's not going to do much. So I'll pick 4 and 5 so I can use 9.
It takes 2 red to make sparkling. 2 red and 1 white.
Oh, yeah.
That makes a blush.
Oh, okay, yeah, so that's not the one I want. So I am going to can't fill mine because I didn't get lucky with the fill.
Try to get another one.
That would benefit me in no way because I still wouldn't be able to
Oh, you don't
fill
have
it.
a worker.
So I'll just harvest. I'll look good on paper.
I'll look good on paper. I'm just going to make up to 2 wine because I don't have anything else to do. Okay, so that's the end of the year. I have 23 points, so I won the game. So there's no reason to do any of the year-end stuff. But as you can see, it's the hardest part is just remembering all your points and stuff you get when you plant. Like, I think we forgot several times to move our thing up when we planted. Like, you probably have 3 more points at least.
When I planted what?
Your vines.
Oh, yeah.
So you probably forgot at least 3 times.
Yeah, I have. I did forget 3 times.
And I think I forgot once. So we're probably more like here. But still, that didn't make a difference. And I did remember every time, though, to gain my point when I did the tasting room. I did remember that.
I'm going to have to go on BGG, get a player aid, and laminate it. Because there's not a lot of rules.
Right here is a player aid, though. I mean, it's all right there.
But you have to remember each time the certain rules, like when you plant stuff, that you get a point. So
yeah, I'm really bad about remembering all of that. So, but this is a fun game. It's if you like point salad games, this is definitely a good game. Pretty much all of Stonemaier games are point salad games.
Oh yeah.
But it's got a nice theme and it flows really well. So definitely this is one. I know it's a highly rated game. It's been out for a while, and so it's definitely one that you should check out if you have enjoyed other Stonemaier games, or if you like point salad games. It's not tense at all. I see what they're saying when they say it's a relaxing point salad game, because it is. There's no rush, and
they also have, I think, 2 or 3 expansions to this game that really doesn't add that much more complexity, and it's actually the Tuscany one. I know everyone says that it elevates this game tremendously, and it makes it more of a strategic element to it. So.
Yeah, so we enjoy playing this game. Well, it'll definitely make it to our table again. We haven't shown Quentin how to play this game yet, but he would really enjoy this game because he loves things where you can, and he normally beats us at games like this where you have many options to get points and so he will probably beat us when we teach him to play this game. But definitely, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like. Feel free to leave any comments. We will put the product link in the description if you want to check this game out for yourself. If you're not already, we would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel. We put out lots of content. We have lots of upcoming games that we'll be doing that are on Kickstarter or going to be on Kickstarter or Game Found. So we have a lot of great things coming. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss out on those, and click the bell if you want to get the notification every time we do post our content. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time.